The terrorist threat has decreased in some ways because bin Laden is dead. The terrorist threat has decreased in some ways because an Iranian nuclear weapons program has been stopped. But there are other parts of the world that are challenging.
Well, you heard it right there. That's Senator Tim Kaine from the debate last night, clearly downplaying the terror threat to America. Okay, got that. Now, listen to Governor Mike Pence's response. Roll tape.
But the truth is, Osama bin Laden led al-Qaeda. Our primary threat today is ISIS. And because Hillary Clinton failed to renegotiate a status of forces agreement that would have allowed some American combat troops to remain in Iraq and secure the hard-fought gains the American soldier had won by 2009, ISIS was able to be literally conjured up out of the desert, and it's overrun vast areas that the American soldier had won in Operation Iraqi Freedom.
Look who is here on this. Walid Phares, Donald Trump foreign policy advisor. That was a strong response from Mike Pence. Was he factually accurate?
It was. Actually, the distance between the two campaigns in terms of perceiving the threat is now enormous. I mean, you have just mentioned the points that Senator Kaine advanced, that we are basically winning that war, or we are more secure because bin Laden is dead. It's like comparing World War II to people who have been killed in World War I. Bin Laden is the commander of al-Qaeda that attacked us on 9/11. Now we have ISIS, as Governor Pence has mentioned, which is in control at least of large areas in Syria and Iraq and in Libya. I don't want to go over the details that the public understand, but it is much larger than ever we have seen before any jihadi organization.
It was just so unusual to see Senator Kaine refer to something 4 years ago when asked a question about the present terror threat. We'll get into that in a second, but Wally, would you just stay there for a second? I've got some breaking news that we're following out of Brussels, Belgium. Multiple police officers stabbed at a train station. We got more on this.
We do. 2 stabbed, one in the neck, one in the stomach by a gentleman in the Sheerbeek district, well known for radical Islamists. They're going to survive. The suspect himself, called a Belgian national, although we do not know more than that, has been arrested. He was shot in the leg. This was happening shortly after a major bomb threat was called into the main train station in Brussels, also to the Belgian prosecutor's office. No explosives found, but the attack is being called by the prosecutor's office very likely terror, because we've seen these attacks on police officers twice in August, twice in September, and again today, where random people attack police officers with knives and, in one case, a machete.
Walid Phares, I'm glad you're with us because you're Donald Trump's foreign policy advisor. You've got a lot to say about what's happening in Europe. My position has long been that Europe is culturally divided in the worst possible way. And frankly, in my opinion, Europe is finished. And you say what?
Well, that's a big statement you made, and I know many Europeans see it eye to eye with you. But let me say, from a technical perspective, yes, there is a cultural divide, political divide, ideological divide. There is a weakness in perception of the jihadi threat. But what we see right now, these knives attacks, if indeed authorities would see them as terrorists and part of that series of attacks by knives, this is urban jihadism. This is part of what happened in Brussels, in Paris, in Nice, and in many other places. Europe is under jihadi attack. That I agree.
Jihadi, urban jihadism, as you put it, how close is it to actually being in America on the kind of scale that you're seeing now in France and Belgium?
We have it now. We have it. If you analyze all these attacks since Boston, Chattanooga, California, and of course what happened in Orlando, plus those attacks, sporadic attacks around the nation, most of which have not been successful. But I look at all the attacks. We are under the jihadi urban attack, but not with the same intensity that exists in Europe, for the simple reason the number of jihadists that are in Europe is much higher than the one that exists here.
I simply cannot imagine what would happen in America, what the response in America would be to that level of intensity of urban jihadi attacks. Well, we're not going to speculate, but I think it would be dramatic. Walid Phares, again, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.